Good morning, everyone. May I request everyone to stand to give a warm welcome to our chief guests and guests of honor. Now I call upon Srimati Devanti Devura and Ibn Shillong for presentation of badges and bouquet. Thank you. I request everyone to be seated. A warm and graceful morning to our most valued Honorable Chief Guest, Srimati S.B. Marak, and Chief Guest, Shri A.D. Tinkan, and everyone that is present here today. I am carrying here the card, and it is my absolute pleasure to extend a hearty welcome to every one of you today to today's program on awareness on accessible transportation for persons with disabilities. Without further ado, I would like to request our respected DTO, Shri R. Hing, to give a welcome address and brief introduction on today's program.
Thank you, Pradeep, and a very good morning to everyone. Respected chief guests, respected guests of honor, and all the dignitaries. At the very outset, I would like to avail this very privilege to welcome you to this awareness program on accessible transportation for persons with disability. Firstly, I would like to welcome our respected chief guest, Srimati S.B. Marak, Commissioner for persons with disabilities. Madam, thank you very much for sparing your valuable time to be with us today to praise the occasion in spite of your busy schedule. I would also like to extend my sincere welcome to the esteemed guest of honor, Sri A.D. Tinkan, Assistant Commissioner of Transport. Thank you, sir, for sparing your valuable time to be with us today in spite of your busy schedule. I would also like to extend my sincere welcome to Srimati B. Watson, Deputy Commissioner of Persons with Disabilities, and Sri BRCM, Advisor Complaining Officer, State Resource Center and Disability Affairs Civil Officer, Shillong, and all the dignitaries, including different officers from different departments, presidents and secretaries of different associations, local taxis and bosses, and all who are present here, ladies and gentlemen. In brief, I would like to introduce the detail of this program. One of the objectives of this program is to provide persons with disabilities an equal right to travel and use public and private transport infrastructure with dignity and independence, for the interest and benefit of each and every one of the persons with disabilities. Last but not least, I truly anticipated your kind presence today would make this program a grand success and a more beneficial one as part of our awareness program on accessibility civil transportation for persons with disabilities. With these few words, I would like to conclude my welcome speech with best wishes to each and every one of you. Thank you.
I'd like to thank God for this opportunity and privilege for us to be here to participate in this program organized by the Transport Department. Since we are here, we are all most of the attendants here. I would like to say that most are drivers. If I can address in my Khasi language. The Kamingo I play Yamaro when step I play the chief guest from I play the guest of honor. But I play the Rapoi Hakanizing Yalang Awareness Program Alakan Dhaka Office of District Transport Officer East Khasians. The I play Namtaka Nega Department Kapilakan Bay program. Let's say Ning come to come slow quite complete program can long. The Bani slow Bani Kakamu, Namtaki Ginoya Kali, Buni upon Shimanta Hari program. The hot Kajun P, the transport department Ginoya Kali Kamai, Ginoya taxi. Lasuto ba Nilong ba itrain kakam kabangan kampang hapo kay mga nasana. Di kung sengkali jong Kinonya taxi kasunod dengan sistem kapsel AR lain dapat melalui unit produk lain di association yang bersyukur akan step di nakda di dalam rumah dia mungkin kemudian kontak dari cuma boleh dari bawah dengan ayat itu boleh berkembang lagi di hati berapa yang step lawan malam lain teman unit ke kubur lebih Shillong akan step ras unit jombi berapa kali hot kejadian way kilo betul bagi masuk tu sebang kami tentang. Dengan ayat boleh nak bentang kadipaten kepada kapor di ayat kejadian terenang bagi. Dengan ayat boleh hari bentang isu dengan kamu bergerak lebih kapor bahang.
Nak orang sah, ayat mau you play. Penyiar kawan buat program kalau pelong dah ke District Transport Office Khasi dan kano kependak dengan ke jenis nomen ke bakrau abang ayo anjing kami akan macam di ban besar kato kami disembuh ke BD bat kini ke program ke ban langsung hak contoh ya accessibility transportation with disability person. Then ada kejup baru, I play ya chief guest jangi, but ya guest of honor jangi, but kunjuru ya di pradekot, nang yelam jangi association repair, banyak lang ne, ban snap, ya ke keba, ni pasar ne, kunjuru kumbuang ni pradekot. Banyak kali mana yang om day bangkun ya kene bambu apa kedanut jangi handrai kene kade galak pat kalanti tabangin pensau kum kawarta banra sakiwai pat kipru ban itu iki hakabai bat kene ka accessibility bat ka disability kai kecing nyeper ka jongki bat kumjuru ngai play ya transport ibala pelong ya kini ke program hak kecilnya nanti ke jangan ampat juyok panjang habakum kene ke program ke bakamper hoi akiwe ki program kum kini kenca festival kino ki program ayo panjang Andre kane kalong kapakam kerpang haka jing jang ki pro but inde pas ngotoro haka eklanti kabang ya bat kabang im mana resmi namko abang keren sipun namara don di bang keren sedin jangan aku akan pesan dia hamne haka bede bagi accessibility but haka cukup perlu haka bede bagi driver hoi haka cing incongi di driver teng haka cing lalak kecongi teng haba yo i perlu di perbiang bagi pembiang ni om ale kong ale ba song suara bi ni kentai pak ya ke ke ba ni dei ban le te na ka ka do ha ka ne ka por ma om ba ni dei ban kentai they also they have the right like us te na ka do ma om ba ni dei ban semua tu le ki makiru kita ki mansen mengiru kita ki mansen dan dalam sipun jinya per haba nya perkhat ya di accessibility kumani ngelaban tip ya ke bangile pat ya ke bangile banle ladang ya sakmat ning urna ladang ya sedang ning kendo hai ning kendo ning tip kata ba haka beli ipat ya disabilities kalong kaba ngin hapan perkat konsen kumbala mai pang isa na yang ha beli bat kom yai bat kom yang trong ki driver bat ki passenger dan những đây bạn long kita kipakim kecil mod jimperhat hoi habele bat kafe abang yong bat ikran dia kata kafe apa habele bat disabilities kan long totally different ni kipabian hoi yang support kan ya kata yang kam bantip teman hak beli bat ya kipabian kita komen ni harus 50% mah dan kendia agak beda kita ngaker pak ya kita iban snotu kita kata batin cium ya kata ha banbu agak jebeng jangki ban perkat agak beda bat kita pernah kita kot di jangki ya bapak selesai kiu kelingan tờ anda bát cái ly tại con lai du sau ly apa bát cái ly anda di beru petre nah boleh tai con melong dan bát bangan dalam kesimpulan kata kata ini petre kadungnya kata dong kecona ngaruh ngadon mensem ma iru dan mensem ngasih tapi saksi sepakat kan ai tại đại bạc ông theo gì này có lịch bùi ý hà nam tham mày tháng này tham mắt này theo biểu số ở tại đại bạc là còn ông số kê cái bác long yang kata kasih pak hak beri pada cingim jang iwi mesin pokok pada kata pol là ông nhảy tại con wat lele nama ông đây tahu we dan sipur wajulu jingkerna kecil jampi kebabian mana lah resmi bangakeli baik kong kata por awang ini bah kong bahaya nasam jampi dan ong hoi dan ada lain kikun tangri ong pilih kumne manus ni ong hoi bah nanti manus ni dan cái ba perkat yang nama roy itai kong tang Kelanti keba 10 kilometer na po lain kena pit house hangte hanong thamai stanbos borong ni kentai kita sipro ni berdepan yaga mensel kene kecing kerpa songai di peran bar borong ba namne sikma ba kecing keren kejona abu halon jongki ban perkat hakapede batane kebentan.
Morning everyone. Respected Chief Guest, Madam SD Marak, Madam Mirkau, our DTO, members from different associations, Dylan, who is advisor, planning officer of SRCDA, and all of you who are present here. Dengan kerana kasih, na ay boleh kerpang yang operasi UDTO Shillong, ringkat kejadian terelang, baka operasi Commissioner for Persons with Disabilities, kelalapan pelong, yang kena awareness program, agak banyak day, but accessible transportation for persons with disabilities, mentak. Kaya ini accessible transportation, nagamenta diperlok dijongi di badan dijing duna di kabinet. Accessible kalau bengin kampen suk jadi beliau di badan dijing duna di kabinet. Negara yang jongka sorkar dijongi ke sorkar Meghalaya. Kalasim di resin jam nadu usnam arajar pra haga bagal penni ya kan notification hagaya dei berkabai kali man consider yagi perlok jongi badon bijing lukam jinguna hagi department ke sarkar Meghalaya kalai order badai bancim siteng dor nagamenta joti kumba lapan pau du presiden Dr. Kasih India Maksika Association lapan pau ba jadi perlok driver di jongi bagi mendai ban benut hal bagi yoi jadi perlok di jongi badan di tunai department ini ban benut yang kita gapai kali haga to por lese ngin perkat ba kan ra ka jing nau namar bahak sin siteng dor henry haga jala jongi kumbang itip bagade jala ka batip riu play ke jala ka bangi ni saptieng yu play berbor ni siapu bagi ketua jing nau ke jongi haga to por kan rapat ke jing terku nesalenda ketua jing nau ke jompi perlok raibar lese hak ketua sing galapan poi sispa aspa henry ke jing terku ka bapinyo nesalenda ublei ulah kan terku si pausa ya kata hak jing im ke jompi ni negara yang jauh transport department kumju negara yang jauh home department ni melawan bu jadi enforcement staff tujuh hakeleng di Jakarta ni melawan bu jadi polis hakeleng di Jakarta ban bodin jadi jengterekam jika kamai gaji jauh pi kedai bar Henry ni dalam tangga yang terpat Bercepat ini berpindah terelang. Bakum di driver taksi. Tidak di cab. Hakaba niyo kijing ucor. Bagi yoi yaki beriu di bangdan di badan kijing dunai khatmet. Imtre ang kentiu. Namar kesimpor ini ban kentiu yaki namar ihap news PCP. Henry Meghalaya di perlok driver. Bapin kentiu yaki di perlok di jongi. Wat chatting di polis. Namar di polis di siapa? Bapile eka kam ke babah. Wat lah kata hendiat yaka traffic jam. Let's say polis kelapan halai di hendai yang bertiup ipat berpilih bahaya di para beliau hirup lempet bin burong di bahkan keba debat ki bosses haki wei ki celah kira ki babun ki celah kira ki riset don ki celah kun di Tamil Nadu Andhra Pradesh dirisep bun televisit nang benta diperlok jongi di badan jingduna akhir khatmet henry nekalin jongi hakene kecela ke jongi ni kemu ban risep tang ar televisit naga benta di dekat long diperlok di badan jingduna akhir khatmet dan kami perkatlan nenta kabah kami jong di driver patunjuk kabah kami jong di perlok jumi badan di jingduna agak khatmet kumta terpat ikin ong yalam jong association haga badek jong di bos patunjuk di driver bikin siapa ban riset arti listit daga benta ini diperlok di jongi. Lada ini diperlok jongi kimdon kiwai ke pasenggar di bagian di khatmet kila bansong hari itu di sit. Tanpa ndala wan bagi larung bagi di ban aila. Haki porun swa ngakan mau. Wat kamdon ke hukum na ke sorkar. Hendai habang isang bos nhiều y như điều cần thấy nhiều y cái răng bạc lại hệ ta như sạch yên là cái ca sông của dòng như cái badang sông là như badang sạch khăm khăn như ai lá như cái bekin sông như burong như thì hình đây hay cái bismi các badang ya di por cái đi terpom kalau sedang jak no nak celah kecuali di kuat di tempat bahasa sisin ingin dia burong biang emdai tangi badan di jingduna khatmet hendai wat itu di mei di pai di jongi di belano kereta jadi emdai tang di driver bos di conductor bos hendai wat mangi di pai pak di pasong bos ini ban ala ini ban yen dah kabaya dei ban patai kambania halor gede ke benta sikit kirsadon di ban ai gede awareness kebut ban tip long bagi driver tip bakadon kum kata kaan bagi sorkar kapas bagi ban sim tendor bagi driver tip nunta driver bos bagi tip bagi sorkar dari set ahli isit nunta badan jurnal situ kita ai di jingkren kabakam benia tagapan pau sa sisin yang kecil sinong kejongnya yung video bakumju di madam beri commissioner for Chongka Department for Persons with Disabilities nakumta icing pelong yang kedai program pada next time Bahagian berikut dari program Nyinyo ya uso upaham. Kublai Sibon. Thank you, Meghalaya.
A very good afternoon to everyone. I wish I could also speak in Kasi like all the speeches were made in Kasi. I apologize for not being able to speak in your language, but whatever I can, I wish to communicate to you all in English language, which you all are familiar. And maybe in the course of time, maybe my Deputy Commissioner, Bridget, may like to also interpret a little as she gets into her session in the later part. Guest of honor, Assistant Commissioner of Transport, Shri A.B. Kankani, my other colleagues, Bridget, my Deputy Commissioner from the Office of the Commissioner for Persons with Disabilities, District Transport Officer, who has been able to make a wonderful arrangements today for all of us to sit and get sensitized on how things should move on when it comes to the part we are to play. From the SRCTA, my other colleague, planning advisor, planning officer from the State Resource Center, Sri Robbie, who will also be delivering a session on the perception towards disability. In fact, he has been one of the main person to bring up the disability sector in our state. The other guests today who have made a point to be part of this program from the different associations, the General Secretary from Kasinjoki Nongya Taxi Sorbat Kapsor, and from the Kasi Jaintia Tourist Mexica Association. I believe they have also delivered and sensitized and bring to your knowledge the current situation that we are facing when it comes to the conveyance that the persons with disabilities are facing. In fact, when we look at the implementation of the rights of the persons with disabilities, we find that each one of us are in one way or the other involved as a stakeholder in getting it implemented in the right way. We also have the government who has to take a bigger responsibility of taking up issues in the various fields so that the persons with disabilities are able to participate in the different fields to the fullest. From the Transport Department, when it comes to the accessibility, they have also done their part in certain areas. Maybe more to do and more to overcome the obstacles, but I'd like to share with you what they have already done up till date. They have brought out the notification that that concession would be given at the rate of half of what is being charged in the vehicle. To that effect also, recently from the Commissionerate Office of Transport, they have given a notification to all the DTOs that this notification has to be complied in a way all the vehicles, whatever the government or the private vehicles, has to provide for half a concession for the persons with disabilities. But at the same time, I would like to reiterate that a person with disability should have in possession the unique disability card. This is where your ticket will be. This is where you will have to show like you are to be given a concession based on that. Many of the drivers may find it difficult, as I could see, in making a decision because you are not in possession of the card. So far, we have not received any complaints regarding these rejections or the refusal on the part of any drivers rejecting to allow the person with disabilities with half a concession. But I believe with a sensitization like this, the programs like this, the awareness that is being given to the stakeholders in every field would promote and bring an understanding among the different people with disabilities, wherein they are also supposed to participate to the fullest. That way, when we see the current status, many of the persons with disabilities may have chosen to remain indoors because the facilities are not available to them. Probably the economic conditions does not allow for the free mobility, wherein concessions like these, because of the awareness, non-awareness on the part of maybe like the vehicle associations or the drivers making a refusal to allow for the half the concessions to be given, or certain other difficulties. From the government side, through the transport department, we have been also trying to make the vehicles accessible by way of ramps. There has been also the constitution of the state level consultative committee, where these accessible transportation are being taken care of. I would also like to inform, like the Commissioner Office for Persons with Disabilities have also been taking initiative to hold meetings with the other departments when it comes to making provisions, when it comes to making policies for the upliftment so that they have a dignified life. When we look at the rights of persons with disabilities, one of the principles that revolves around is the accessibility. Apart from the different principles like non-discrimination, then equality of opportunity, respecting the difference and acceptance of persons with disabilities as part of human diversity and humanity. This accessibility issue is one principle where even the Supreme Court has, in one of the PIL cases that was filed, had given instructions for all the states to take up accessibility in the built-in environment, accessibility in the websites, and also in the transport sector. So under these also the issue of sensitization and awareness on the part of the driver comes in, where we also need to tell all the stakeholders that in order to have more mobility, more participation of the persons with disabilities, we also take into account small things that matter in a small way. your contribution towards this end in understanding, in having the right approach, in having the right attitude towards disability will surely bring a difference. Maybe we are still at the start of sensitizing a number of people like you, but we intend to have similar programs in other districts as well, where all the people in a neighborhood, in a society, will also be a contributing factor in a way we look at and give all the persons a dignified life. With these few words, I wish everyone, God bless everyone as we take on a journey for the benefit of persons with disabilities. Thank you.
Yes. Yes. Nicely. Actually, it's 2 seats. 2 seats. Yes.
There's no partition.
Seat, yes. Oh, good. Yes. Seat is a good.
It's a small seat actually. Yes. Yeah. Okay. Done.
More room.
Thank you for the initiative. Yeah. One picture. Done.